Hey, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this Star Wars X-Wing. This one is pretty cool. It is a little tricky, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how to get around some of that. This is the slow tutorial, so I'm going to take my time and show you each fold. I will not be high-speeding this video. I do have a quick tutorial if you didn't want to wait, if you wanted a little faster video. Just go ahead and click on that and watch. Let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a square sheet of paper. And we're going to fold these corner to corner. So I'm going to take this corner, fold it up here with this one. I'm going to be careful to line that up so it's nice. And then just fold that across. Then I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be folding the bird base. So if you know the bird base, you can go ahead and fold it and skip along ahead if you'd like. Otherwise, just keep watching. And we're going to open this up, and then we're going to flip this over so that we have the mountain folds on top with our X pattern. What we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half lengthwise now. So we're going to put the flat sides together. Careful to line up those corners right. And then crease that down. I'm going to open this up, rotate it, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Fold that down. Sometimes you can get away with lining up the center crease and the corners fall in place. But check it anyway. Okay, at this point what we can do is we could just fold this in half and squash fold, or if we open it up, you'll see that we can grab the corners, bring them in, line up all those corners down there, and squash that down. Make sure they're all creased well. Okay, at this point what we're going to do is we're going to pick up one of the flaps. We're going to squash fold this. We're going to fold this down. We're going to make sure our corners stay together. Our center crease is lined up with the center here. Put that down. And crease it. Just like so. You can fold this over. And we're going to do the same thing to all four of these. If you have a pencil, sometimes what it is, it's easier to stick the pencil right at the end. That helps to unbind the tip up here. But you still need to center that. Make sure that's on the center crease. Then you can crease that down. We're going to do this to all four. Just like so. Fold those over, and the last one. All the way in the end there, open that up. Just like that. Okay, so right here at the bottom where we've got it open, what we're going to do is we're going to pick up one flap, and then we're going to take this edge here, and we're going to line it up along the center. Mostly with the edge here on this side of the flap. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and line that up. And then we will crease that down. We're going to do the same thing to this side. So we're going to take that, line that guy up, fold that down. It should look like this. All right, now for one of the tricky folds. What we're going to do is we're going to open this up all the way. Then we're going to push these in, these down here. And what we're going to do is this is a rabbit ear fold. We're going to fold it all the way down. Sometimes you'll have to guide the paper because it does not want to fold right. But once you get it, go ahead and lay that down and crease that. Then we're going to take this flap here, we're going to fold this down, give that a little crease, just like so. And then we're going to do this again to all four. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the whole thing over, and we're going to do it again here. So I'm going to take this edge, line it up with this center. Same thing on this side. Gonna open this up. You can use our little pencil. And then we're gonna push these in. Fold this down. Like so. Take this flap, fold it in, just like that. All right, now one easy way to do this is to just pick this up. Now that we've done both sides, we're going to fold these in. Just fold those down, and then we have the other two sides exposed on that side and on that side. And then we're just going to do the same thing. So we just need to make sure all four of these are the same way. So we're going to fold that down, crease that, line that one up, crease that down, open this up. Another thing is I found that sometimes it's easier if I tilt it upside down or rotate it upside down and then start this way. I don't know why, it shouldn't make any difference, but sometimes it works out better. Not this time. This time it's fighting me. So I'll do one side and then I will tug this straight and then do the other side. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just close. Then we'll take this flop, flip it down, do the same thing on this side. Should be our last one. Pull that to the center, crease that. Now I know this part can be really tricky, so feel free to just pause the video and catch up. Don't try to keep up with the video. The video is here to help you. So we're going to fold these in. That up. We'll go back upside down. Fold those. And then fold that flap. Okay, once we are here, we should have all these flaps folded. What we're going to do is we're going to fold these so that we have the solid diamond on both sides. All right, this is where you could however you want to rotate it. I've got the open side down. I'm going to take this lower triangle, lower part of the diamond. I'm going to fold this up. This is going to line up with that top corner there. Then we're going to do a mountain fold. So we're going to fold these in. We're going to fold these sides back. Then we're going to kind of guide it here because sometimes the paper likes to bind up. So we'll guide that. Show the paper where it's supposed to go. Then we're going to take this edge here and we're going to line it up on this center crease. See this little crease we're making there? We're going to line that up there. Then we're going to fold it down and crease it, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to do it again so you can see it. So we don't want this side here. We're going to fold it over so we got a solid diamond. Lift up this bottom corner. Line it up to that top one. Crease that. We're going to fold these back. Train our paper. Line this up with the crease. We also want to line it up with the wing we did below. That way we keep them all straight. The more symmetrical our ship is, the better it'll look. Okay, so that's two of them. So let's go ahead and fold that over. We'll do the same thing to this side. So solid diamond. fold it up, crease them in the back. We're going to train our paper here. We're going to line that up with that crease, and then crease that down. Fold our flop. Same thing. Lift that last one. We're going to fold this back. Hope my hands aren't getting too much in the way here. So we'll fold that back. Line that up right there and crease that down. So at this point, this is what our ship looks like. You can see it's starting to form, shape starting to form. All right, so once we are here, this is the side we want, where we've got this kind of diamond now. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this corner here, this flap here. This corner needs to line up with that center crease, right where all these creases come together. So you see you got the halfway crease there, and then this top part of the diamond comes down. There's a crease right there. That point is going to sit on that. When we do this, this flap's going to lift up, and this flap's going to lift up. So it's going to bind. So this is going to be a little tricky. So I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to lift this up. We're going to kind of guide that there. Down here, what we're going to do is we're going to find where we want the ship to go. We're going to go about a finger width down. We're going to crimp that. We're going to point that. We're going to take our finger, run that up right to about here. And then we're not going to crimp this top part down just yet. I'm going to show you how this works. We're going to come back to the wing. We're going to lift this up. Okay. And then we're going to go right to about the edge there, right to the end of the wing. And then we're going to crimp this down. We want the wing side fold on top. All right, this side here, so we're going to come back to this. So we're on our corner there. We're going to lift up here, and right there where everything comes together, all those pieces of paper, is where we're going to take this and we're going to fold this back. So you see it's going to make this weird kind of little fold. We'll use that later. I'll show you. We're going to do the same thing to this side. I'm going to take this corner, fold this in, line those 2 points up. I'm going to take our wing, fold our wing down. This down here, I want this to be at the same point. So we're going to start there. We're going to fold up right to where all those papers come together. Then we can give that the little crease down. Crease down our wing here, just like so. This is what it looks like. Not too pretty yet, but don't worry, it'll come together. We're going to take this flap here, and we're going to fold this down. We're going to fold this down right along these back wings here. So we're going to make one solid line. We're going to keep this crease, use that to line up the center, and then go ahead and crease that down. So at this point, this is what it looks like. It should look just like this. There is a little space here. Don't worry, these should not come together. These two pieces of paper of this wing. There is a little space there. Don't worry if it doesn't come right exactly to the corner. It doesn't matter. All right, and then we're going to flip this over. We're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take this corner, fold it right to that point. See how all those come apart. I want this to line up right with the bottom here. So right about here where we started, that's where I'm going to start this one. Want that to come up a little bit. We'll finish that in a minute. Meantime, we'll come over here, work on our wing. That right out there. And we will crimp that down. And we're going to come up here right to where they all come together, and then fold that down. Same thing this side. This corner goes to this corner. Get a little crease. Down here, this part, we want these to line up. So we already get our reference there. Let's fold that up. Right to where those papers come together, and then we can crimp that guy down. For the wing, want that to go all the way to the edge. Crimp that down. And then remember we have this flap. This flap's got to fold back. Line up that center. And we'll fold that down. Okay, so this is what it should look like at this point. And feel free to pause the video and catch up if you need. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hold this flap in, fold it, hold this flap in, fold this flap over, so that we've got this diamond on both sides. Alright, what we're going to do here, this is going to be a little different. We're going to fold this top part of the diamond down first, right along so it makes a straight edge with the back wing. Then we're going to take this tip and we're going to fold it right about to this halfway point. Right there. Alright? Then, this part's tricky. We're going to take our little pencil. We're going to open this up. We're going to open up this flap here. And then we're going to do one side at a time. We're going to lay this down so that this top edge here, it's going to line up with this piece of paper underneath. Just like that. Then you can open this up and do the other side. And if you can do them both at the same time, that's great. But I'm just showing you a slower way to do this. Might be a little easier. We're going to fold it down like so. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this corner here and then we're going to fold this over as far over as it'll go. But we got to keep a few things in mind. We need to line up right about where we started folding before, so it's right about here. So this fold's going to go up. Only crease it about halfway for right now. This is going to come all the way over. This wing folds up, and remember the wing folds on top of the triangle here. So we're going to fold this up. Fold that down. And then we want this edge here to line up with this edge. So we don't want it to come over, and we don't want it to go way up high. We want this right along the edge. So when we're folding that, fold that down there. Remember this part here, we're going to do that funny flap, so we're going to go all the way up right to this piece of paper here, right where we folded this. Fold that there, then you're going to fold this flap over like that. Okay? Now we're going to do the same to this side. So we're going to lift this up. Or we can start here. Get our crease going there. Fold that up. Fold this one over. Lining that up there. We could fold this flap down here. We do that early. To our wing. Just like so. So at this point, this is what we look like. Now we're going to flip this over and we're going to do a similar thing. So we're going to fold the top part of the diamond down. We're going to leave this. We're not going to fold this up. This corner here, we're going to do the same thing. We want to start here. It's about where our fold was. Going to go up. This still lines up with the flat part of the back there, while this wing comes up. Remember, the wing doesn't have to fold along the back side of that paper. I'm just going to kind of fold that down, get that little flap there. Same thing here. that over. Keep that in line. Fold that little piece down. Okay, you can see our ship is really starting to come together. Just a couple more things. So what we're going to do now is right here, we're going to find this point. You'll see it, the nose, keep the nose to you. You can put your thumb right in there, split this paper, and fold it back. What we're going to do is we're going to fold that in, little reverse fold, crimp that down. We're going to make sure it's pointing straight. Then we'll squeeze that to make a little crimp. All right, another way to do this is to line this up. We want these the same way. Just take it and fold it back. See how I did that? Just going to take this, fold this back so it's pointing straight. Give that a little squeeze. You can open that up. And sometimes that helps to guide your creases. You can do it like that. Whichever way works better for you. I prefer this way. I think it's a little faster. But then again, it's what works best for you. Alright, so you got that. Got one more over here. Alright, so we'll have those pointing, and you could just shape these to make sure they look good. Alright, now this point. So that point over here where we got, well, let's do the bottom first. So the bottom part is where this flap, this triangle, comes all the way down. You see that little inner paper? This is the bottom of the ship. So what we're going to do now is on the back side, we're going to start to form the engines. So we're going to lift these flaps up. We're going to take our pencil. We're going to go down right about to where that crease is. And then we're just going to fold this paper around, just kind of round it. We want that paper to be rounded. Then, if your pencil tapers, this is really going to help. So you're going to go to where it tapers small and then start creasing the paper along. Right? If you don't have a pencil, you can use your fingernails, you can use your fingers, you can use a small stick, whatever it takes. But you see how these will start to come together? Just like so. And that weird crease, this is going to be a flap down. I'll show you how that works a little more in a bit. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Pencil goes right to where that flap is. Crease that. And that's mostly so that you can curl this part back here. Go to where it tapers. Start to bend that paper down. And you want to really curl it because as you let go, it opens up. So, see how this one opened up a little bit? You can go ahead and you can reshape these. And right where that funny crease was, that's where you're going to fold it down. Alright. So that's for now. We'll leave that. We're going to go to the front side. The front side, if we lift this up, this is where we had that flap that we folded down, right? I'll show you how that works. So, pencil right to where the crease is. Roll this around there. Go to where it tapers. Start to train the paper to a nice fold, nice rounded fold there. So you can see what I'm doing here. Do this side, it's right there. Train that. Pull the pencil out a little so it tapers. I'm gonna kind of, and all I'm doing is I'm just breaking the binding on that paper so it'll curl just like so. Now you can spend a lot more time shaping this, making this look as good as you'd like. Alright, now what we're going to do is form the cockpit. So that little flap of paper that we folded under here, see that? We take our pencil and we're just going to kind of lift this. With our thumb, we're going to kind of shape this. Now this fold here, this is going to fold right in front of what's going to be our cockpit. So we're going to take our pencil, we're going to go underneath, we're going to push it out, lift it up. And with our thumb or finger, just going to kind of help shape this. And then it's going to go right to where that paper folds. So you can put your thumb down, shape that paper out, fold the top, and you can spend a lot of time, like I said, shaping this, making this look perfect. But that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this really helped you. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this with your friends. This is a good one to post on Facebook and share. I'll see you next time.